Greetings once again. Today we're going to be talking about the famous order of operations. Dun dun dun. So one thing you notice up at the top, we're going to be changing from PEMDAS to GEMDAS. That is just something that we need to make a change to, especially when we're dealing with algebra. Because in algebra, we have groupings, not just the parentheses, but we have brackets and braces. So again, parentheses, brackets, and braces. So we can have multiple levels of the grouping. So again, from PEMDAS to GEMDAS, it's the same thing. Just we need to be aware that we have other types of groupings. So grouping, generally GEMDAS. We still have exponents, where we evaluate the powers. Multiplication and division is where maybe there was a little bit of what I call confusion for some of us. So that's okay. Multiplication and division, and this is done from left to right. Again, don't judge me with my whiteout. I changed my mind on how I was going to talk about this. So from left to right. I can't write today. From left to right. Left to right. And then we have addition and subtraction. And again, this is from left to right. From left to right. And we have our GEMDAS. We're going to practice this regularly, so we need to make sure we keep track of what it is that we're doing. And once again, I'm going to be writing GEMDAS every step of the way, just to make sure I get all my steps done. Okay, so first, again, is the grouping, exponents, multiplication and division from left to right, and lastly, we do addition and subtraction from left to right again. We need to make sure we keep that in mind. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about some of these little examples that we have here. All right, so let's start with the big one, just so we go through each step. Okay, so first off, we're going to go ahead and talk about performing the operations inside the parentheses. And we're going to add a little note here and say, or groupings. Okay, so we have two sets of groupings. We have this one right here, and then we have this one over here. So we have two sets of groupings. We have 2 plus 7 and 6 minus 1. So again, two types of groupings are going to require two separate operations. So let's go ahead and start this. So 2 plus 7 is 9. And then 6 minus 1 is 5. We're going to copy everything else, but we're going to go from the inside of the parentheses out. So this has a squared. We need to make sure we write that. This does not have an exponent. It's still good. We can't get rid of the parentheses because there is something, a number right outside the parentheses. There's something right outside the parentheses. So we cannot just get rid of it. We can't make stuff go away all willy-nilly. So copy everything else. And now we're going to move on to the next part, because that was all step 1. That was all the groupings. Step 2, we're going to evaluate the exponents. So just for the sake of argument, I'm going to copy everything down again so that way I know where we're going with this. But Miss Carpio, I know what I'm doing. No. Humor me. Okay, we're going to deal with the exponents. Evaluate the exponents next. So we have one exponent right here. Is that the only exponent? Yes, it is. So this actually turns into 9 times 9. If you remember, not 9 times 2, 9 times 9. I'm going to copy everything else again. Do I normally do this? Copying everything else again? Yes, but not to this great detail. You're training your brain. So we're going to go ahead and take care of this right here now because it's an operation inside the parentheses that I've done. I've expanded it. So now it's 17 plus 3. And then 9 times 9 is 81. Copy everything else. I know. How tedious. That's okay. We'll live. Next up, multiplying and dividing from left to right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and rewrite this last line that we had so we know where we're going, because this is a separate operation. So again, copy everything else down because we're picking up where we left off. Okay. So from left, so for those of us that don't know, this is our left and then this is our right. So we're starting over here. And we have this first. So then this becomes 17 plus 3 times 81. Go ahead and do your multiplication. Some of you will want to do your multiplication over here off to the side. That is fine. Go ahead. I'll give you a few seconds. All right, so you should get 243 minus the next set of multiplication is right here. So this one was done first. This one is done second. So 8 times 5 is, think about it. Yes, it is 40. Copy everything else. But Miss Carpio, there's a division there. You're right. There's this division right here. So this needs to be done next. But notice, I cannot do this division until I do this multiplication first. Okay, I'm going to say that again. You cannot do this division until you multiply this first. So it'll be 17 plus 243 minus, well, what's 40 divided by 4? Think about it. Going to do the division. Yes, it is 10. So 17 plus 243 minus 10. We're done with the third step of multiplication and division. Okay, we're going to copy this guy down because now that's a new step. So 17 plus 243 minus 10. Okay, let's go through again. This is from left to right. From left to right. Okay, so we're going to do this first right here. 17 plus 243. So 17 plus 243, what do you get? Yes, you should get 260. Copy the next part down, minus 10. 260 minus 10 is the last piece, and you should get 250. And that is your answer. Your final answer is this piece right here. It's 250. Make sure you box your answer, highlight it, circle it, something so that way I know what your answer is. Okay, you are on your own for these examples in the boxes. Good luck.